Hello guys and welcome to another weekly special video on Bank Nifty and Nifty. So here we have the Bank Nifty chart, and this is today's price action on a 5 minute time frame. So before coming into this price action and seeing how it went today on a Bank Nifty, but as usual, let's start from our daily start. But since today is a weekly special, let's start from our weekly start and see how the Bank Nifty is looking on a weekly chart. Okay, so to understand the weekly chart, okay, excuse me with this line. So here to understand the weekly chart on a Bank Nifty, if you zoom back and see the wider picture here, okay, so we have this intact, okay, this trend line in intact from from the last couple of years. Okay, if you notice, if you want to know what that line is, it is very clearly evident here on the monthly chart. On a monthly chart here, so you see it started from here around 2020 March, and from there Bank Nifty, it has taken support. It has given us a swing low somewhere here at July and June, okay, of 2022. So from there we could draw this line. So recently, what happened? Recently, around November in the last year, towards the end, there we have seen Bank Nifty taking support at this particular level, that is from a monthly chart. Okay, so here we have seen a monthly chart on a Bank Nifty is looking very bullish, and now after that, after this bullish engulfing candle here, you can see what has happened. You can see the kind of rally that uh, we saw, okay, on in the month of December last year. Okay, and we have seen Bank Nifty touching all time highs, and Nifty closing at all time highs and all. But this is the current month, even though this month is not closed yet. Okay, now this is to show you the importance and the origin of this particular trend line on a monthly chart. So now, based on this particular trend line, let's see what's happening here on a weekly chart. Now it's the same. Now it is the same trend line that we are seeing here on a weekly chart, which we have drawn from the monthly chart. So you see here, this trend line is still in intact on a weekly chart, because see from there, two, three, four. Okay, we have seen more than four times on a weekly chart. It has taken support from this trend line, which is achieved from the monthly chart. Okay, so last week, in our last week's special video, we have discussed that the direction of the Bank Nifty is not very clear, but it's definitely not bullish. Okay, so if it comes down, it has to come down, and this is the level which may act as a support for the Bank Nifty, because there is a huge gap here in between November and December on a weekly chart. So here, if you notice, now the Bank Nifty is out of this zone and has given us a close uh, below this range. Okay, so what's happening here from December 11? Okay, we are stuck in this range. Okay, we are continuously trading in that range, and a couple of days back you have seen 1500 points gap down in the Bank Nifty on a daily chart. So with that, we have now reached levels of 45,700 levels approximately. So here we can easily see that the Bank Nifty is definitely bearish on a weekly chart. But what's happening here after this close? Either it has to come down. If it's coming down, then this trend line is definitely going to help for the Bank Nifty to initially give some support. But if this breaks, and if this level is taken down on a Bank Nifty, then we can this is going to be a pretty big fall for the Bank Nifty. But before these two coming into the place, we have this. Okay, we have this, because there is a gap here. Okay, and we also have this two swing highs, okay, on a weekly chart. So here, if you see, this Bank Nifty weekly candle has given us a close below this region, below this swing close region, but there itself we have this gap, which is going to act as an important level for the Bank Nifty. Now for the next week, if you see any good candle taking support from this area, okay, from this range, and forming as a green candle giving us a close above this region, then we are good to expect Bank Nifty uh, towards the upper side again. But if that's not happening, then we are in a big trouble with the Bank Nifty on a weekly chart. Okay, so uh, you have to keep this in mind and trade accordingly. The only good thing for the bank nifty is this support level as of now. As of now, with the levels, with the current levels of the bank nifty, we can see that this is a candle which has stopped exactly at this area. So when next week, and also this, remember, this particular candles range is very big. Okay, it is bigger than any of these candles that you can see on the left, somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here, January 2023, okay, candle on a weekly chart. Okay, January 2023 on a weekly chart is the candle. Okay, this candle on a weekly chart is having the similar range. Okay, now if I have to measure, from the high to the low, this is around 3000 points. And here we have this, around 2700 points on a weekly chart. So all these in between, they are good average size candles, but nothing close to the range of what we have seen here in the bank nifty for this week. So whenever you have such big candles, okay, and especially considering this area, likely if it takes any pullback, if it wants to correct, if it wants to test any of this range again, then we can expect some pullback. But otherwise, we are standing at this support. Okay, uh, we are looking definitely towards the bearish side, but there are huge chances for the bank nifty here to test this level. Okay, test this level here, and also test this previous swing highs level. Okay, at least. Okay, so now expecting a smaller range for the next week because of this huge range that is formed from the bank nifty on a weekly chart here. Okay, so now this is how it's looking on a weekly chart. So now let's see how it's looking on a daily chart. Okay, so here we have the bank nifty, and this is the exact almost similar range. Okay, that we have been talking about this range from many days. But this breakout, okay, this particular candle on January 17th is definitely coming out of this range, which is clear for the bank nifty that the bank nifty is out of its sideways momentum. See, otherwise, here, okay, let me redraft. Let's remove all these lines and draw it uh, very particularly based on this previous swing. So if you have been following our videos every day, you know that this is the level we have been marking every day. Okay, based on this swing low here, based on this swing low here, that is a place where exactly it has taken the support and it has raised, but it has dropped drastically here. Okay, so even here today, on these two particular days, we said that it is a harame pattern, it is an inside candle pattern from which may put some halt to the momentum. And at that place, the current momentum was towards the upper side. So this is how for the bank nifty chart will look on a daily time frame. So now if you notice the price action, see here. Okay, so somewhere from here we have seen a high. Yeah, we have seen a high there. Okay, we have seen a pullback there, and we have seen another high, another pullback, another high, another pullback. But this is the place exactly where the problem starts appearing. Okay, on a daily time frame, that is on January 5th candle. After these two candles closed, we now know that it is the first time from almost from the last couple of months that we have continuously seeing higher highs. But this is the first time we have seen a lower high, and also this has given us a break from this swing low. Okay, this is the situation there. And again it kind of pulled back. So from there, see what has happened. Okay, so now on a daily chart too, it is looking very bearish, but we have the same region here. Okay, so we have the same region here, gap down opening from this gap from these 2 days, from December 1st and December 4th. That gap yesterday acted as a little support for yesterday's candle. Now if you notice here, the today's price action, we have seen a gap up opening in the bank nifty. But also if you notice, even though it is a red candle here, if you notice, we have the higher low, and also we have the higher high. Okay, also we have almost similar level close. Okay, but we definitely have the higher opening. So it's looking good, but instead of the fact that it is a red candle, it's looking good. Now this area, this support level, is going to be a key level for the bank nifty. If that breaks down, then you know where to look on a daily chart. Here, this is the support level, and if not, this trend line definitely is going to uh, play a very important role for the bank nifty. So this is how the bank nifty is looking on a weekly and a daily chart. Now let's quickly see how the nifty is looking. Okay, so now this is the straight away we are into the nifty's daily chart, but let's start from a weekly chart. So here we have the weekly chart. So last week we said that this nifty's chart was looking bullish because it has given us a breakout from there. Okay, and also it had this candle itself is half of this candle last week is having the wick, which means that it has taken a strong reaction from the levels of 21,450 levels. But this week to start, we have seen a gap up opening, and now we can very clearly we can see that this is definitely a huge a bearish moment in in the nifty. So now these two candles put together on a weekly chart, if you notice, this is definitely a bearish engulfing pattern coming at an all-time higher level. So we have even seen 22,000 levels this week, and uh, as we are talking, we are down to 21,800 levels. The lowest point in this week is 21,285, and the highest for this week is 22,124. And the opening for this particular nifty weekly candle is 22,053 points, and finally we have seen a close around 21,622 points. So now all this put together, what are we seeing here is trouble for the nifty. That is because of the bearish engulfing pattern that it has given here. Okay, so now it doesn't mean that we're going to continuously see a downfall here, but compared to the bank nifty on a weekly chart, okay, see here we have the swing high and this is the gap. Okay, both put together, if you draw a region like this is the only region that nifty is looking for. If it starts falling down very rapidly, and in the meanwhile you have these small reactions from where you can expect some sort of support for the nifty, but this is going to be a key area for the nifty if it starts falling back very rapidly. Okay, so this is definitely looking trouble. So but if you see any close above this bearish engulfing pattern right there, then again you can think that the nifty is back in track towards the uptrend. Okay, so now this is how on a weekly chart nifty definitely is looking bearish based on this particular candle. Now what you should do is come to the daily chart and see how nifty is looking on a daily chart. So here we have, okay, so just like bank nifty, in almost every video we have been drawing this area because this for the nifty is a swing high coming from the previous price action. And now even at this stage we said that now this is a similar situation how the bank nifty is looking on a weekly chart. So here on a daily chart, this is looking like a bearish engulfing pattern for January 15th and 16th. After that we have expected it, if it starts falling down, this level is going to act as an important level, and also this level is going to act as some support for the nifty. But it has crossed both these areas and it has given us a gap down opening right there. So now if it's opening there, now yesterday we have seen that these two, this is the range for the nifty. Okay, because we have seen nifty traded nifty doing sideways action there for many days. Okay, so if you draw a line according to this swing highs, you can see that continuously it was trading in this zone, and immediately it has given us a gap up opening and given us a close. But immediately we came back into this region, and again we have seen a gap down opening. But yesterday we have seen a close into this area, right into the edge of it, and now again today we are back into this zone. Okay, so on a daily chart it's looking a little sideways because again it is in the area of this zone. So until it comes back out of this time, it's going to be hard for the nifty again to see any momentum towards any one direction. Okay, so this is how the nifty is looking on a daily chart. So now based on these two, okay, you can plan your trades accordingly. we have discussed about Bank Nifty, and we have discussed about Nifty on weekly and daily charts, and we have talked about, we have seen how what are the important levels for the Nifty. Okay, so now Nifty, if it starts coming down on a daily chart, okay, apart from now, this definitely is going to, this candle itself definitely is going to act as a good level for the Nifty. But after that, we there is this level that we have to consider for the Nifty, which is important because on the left, you see, this is the main swing reaction coming from the price action on the left. So now quickly, this is how the weeklies. This is how the weekly charts are looking on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, quickly, let's get to the Bank Nifty chart again and remove all these drawings here, and let's straight away get to the 5 minutes chart and see what can we learn from today's price action in the Bank Nifty. So to do that, if you are our regular follower on YouTube, you know that all you have to do is mark your swing low and swing high level. So here you have a swing low level, and here you have a swing high level, okay, based on this candle's high. Okay, so after this, you can see that there is a breakout happening. Okay, let me mark it. Yeah, so after this, you can see that you have a breakout, a candle coming at 10:25, and also you have got a confirmation candle right there. So now, you know that this is a genuine breakout after a 10:30 candle close. Now there is a chance for call option, but if you know, if you want to trade that, you have to make sure that your risk versus reward ratio is playing in your favor. So on looking the chart on the left, you know that this is the next swing reaction on the left, so that is where you mark your target, and you know where your stop loss is. So for this trade, if you want to enter there, okay, your stop loss would definitely be below this support area, and your target would be here. Now if you see, your risk versus reward ratio is not 1. You have to get into the trade only if your risk versus reward ratio is 1 according to our rules. So in this case, it is 0.9% only. So this is not a valid trade, so that's not a valid location. Okay, so now for taking that off, here you have seen again a bearish engulfing candle forming here. This is a bearish engulfing pattern. So since it's a bearish engulfing pattern, you can expect a down move, but we haven't taken a trade there because we need one more than one reason to take a trade. That is our location. This is not an important location for us yet. Okay, but when it started coming back into the zone, here you have seen a breakout. Sorry, here you have seen a breakout towards the downside of this. Okay, so now from there, again we have to see a confirmation candle there, right? But we haven't seen that. The confirmation candle has directly taken us down somewhere here. So now you know here that, see, now this is going to be interesting. Okay, so now here you have seen a breakdown here with a confirmation candle at coming at 11:10. 11:10, here is your confirmation candle. Now again, this can be an ideal location to enter it towards the put side, but you have to mark your stop loss and target levels and see where your next swing reaction is, so that you can judge on your risk versus reward ratio. If your risk versus reward ratio is 1, then you would enter into that particular trade. So here you are at 11:10 candle, and you have seen a genuine breakout with a confirmation candle. So here you have seen a confirmation candle there. So from there, if you want to take a trade, your target would be simple. You have to look on your left, and this is the first swing reaction that you are seeing on the left. So that will be your target. Now if you mark here and see, that's the perfect location for the stop loss right above this particular range, and your target is just this blue color line. So now here, if you see, you have your the stop loss is not, your first of all, your risk versus reward ratio is 1.04. Whenever it is 1, that's a valid trade. So here you could have taken a trade. Now if you see, okay, this target is achieved, but also if you notice, you have a second option. Okay, because you, after this breakout, okay, towards the downside, again it has pulled back into this area, and here you have seen another indication. Okay, that is again coming from a bearish engulfing pattern right there. Okay, so it is again coming from a bearish engulfing pattern right there. Those who have missed the chance here could uh, could have taken, they may have taken this trade at least till at least entering there. Okay, so let's look at what has happened. It is definitely Either you are entering there, either you are entering there. I'm taking the lowest point only. So if you are entering there, let's see whether your target is reached or not. Yes, your target is reached with the 159 points of a momentum. So after that, if you want, when it is your when your trade is at target one, you could do is you could change your stop loss from there, okay, to almost your entry, that's why I've changed the color of this line. And now aim for your second target. Where is your second target? Your second target is this line. Sorry, your second target is this line. Okay, so again I'll try to change the color to this. Yeah, so now from here, when your prices are there, your stop loss was at cost to cost. Now from here to here, okay, while this is traveling from your target 1 to target 2, here you have seen almost it's reaching a target 2, but then it bounced back, and it is uh, it is back to target 1 again. So let's assume that you have exited here, but still you have 100 and 60 odd points right there. So that is how you could have traded today. And again, see, if you notice, here you have another swing low coming here, where you have seen a breakout, but this is a failed breakout. So again, here you have a chance for the call option. You could have taken a long position with this as your target. If your risk versus reward ratio is matching, here it is exactly 1, which means that this could have been another trade. So there is another 90 points of momentum there. With 160 and 90, you have seen a momentum close to 300 points of momentum on a bank nifty, which is definitely not a bad thing on a weekend day. So that's it, guys. That's it for today's video. Hope you have learned something from today's video, and hope this video is helpful to learn something from today's transaction on bank nifty. And also hope that you have understood how weekly and daily charts are looking at bank nifty and nifty. So uh, happy weekend. See you in our next video. Until then, happy trading and happy learning in trading. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you.